Hey everyone, welcome back to another daily breakdown. Today we are tackling a really fun logic puzzle, Stone Game IX. Before we jump in, if you get confused at any point, just pause and drop a question in the comments. I read and reply to all of them. Here is the problem page, but there's a lot of text here, so let's break the rules down simply. Alice and Bob are playing a game with a row of stones, and each stone has a value. They take turns removing one stone at a time. Here is the catch. If you pick a stone, and the total sum of all removed stones becomes a multiple of 3, you instantly lose. Also, Bob has a massive advantage. If they play until all the stones are gone and nobody has messed up the sum, Bob automatically wins. Okay, so how do we solve this? The first thing to realize is that the exact values of the stones don't matter at all. We only care about what remains when you divide the stone's value by 3. That means we can group every single stone into one of 3 buckets: type 0, type 1, and type 2. Let's talk about type 0 stones first. Since they don't change the remainder of the total sum, they are special. You can think of type 0 stones as basically turn skippers. You play it to pass the bomb back to the other person. Because they skip turns, having an even number of 0 stones versus an odd number completely changes the strategy. If we have an even number of 0 stones, they just cancel each other out. It's essentially the same game as having no 0 stones at all. In this even scenario, Alice goes first. She can easily force Bob into a trap, as long as she has at least one type 1 stone, and at least one type 2 stone available to start with. But what if we have an odd number of 0 stones? That acts like having exactly one extra turn left over at the end. This extra turn flips the board. Whoever was originally going to survive and win when the stones ran out, will now be forced to take that extra turn and lose. To win when the zeros are odd, Alice needs to overwhelm Bob. The difference between the number of type 1 and type 2 stones needs to be huge. Specifically, the difference must be greater than 2. If she has way more of one type, she can just keep forcing Bob into bad moves. Now that we have the logic mapped out, let's look at how incredibly simple the code for this is. First, we just set up 3 counters for our 3 types of stones. Then, we loop through every stone, figure out its remainder when divided by 3, and add it to the correct bucket. Next, we check if our count of 0 stones is even. If it is, Alice just needs at least 1 stone in both the 1 and 2 buckets to win. If the zeros are odd, we just check if the difference between bucket 1 and bucket 2 is greater than 2. Here is the full code put together. It's remarkably short once you understand the game theory behind it. A quick note on edge cases. What if the array only has type 0 stones? Our code handles this perfectly. If the zeros are even, it checks for 1s and 2s, sees none, and returns false. If odd, the difference is 0, which is not greater than 2, so it also returns false. Alice has no moves. Let's talk performance. The time complexity is order n, where n is the total number of stones. We only iterate through the list exactly once to count them. Space complexity is an incredibly efficient order 1. We only use 3 simple integer variables to store our counts, regardless of how many stones there are. That covers the Python walkthrough. As always, I have the solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript ready to go. Here is the Java version, using the exact same logic. Next up, here is how you would write it in C++. And finally, the JavaScript implementation. So let's wrap up with some key takeaways. First, whenever a problem asks about divisibility or multiples, always try converting the raw numbers into their remainders. It shrinks the problem space. Second, in turn-based game theory problems, look for elements that act as skips or parity flippers, like our zeros did here. They often dictate the entire outcome. Before we finish, a quick channel update. I recently changed the visual format of these videos to be much faster paced. Also, as a reminder, this is narrated by AI to help me generate daily study guides quickly. Let me know in the comments if you prefer this new style. If you want to support my goal of covering every single problem, you can grab me a drink at the Buy Me a Boba link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep your daily streak alive. See you tomorrow.